Welcome, come on to the Minecraft Files. Jimmy Swift skills will drive you wild. From a treehouse to a city bank, it's the Minecraft Files all day.
That was a good one. I like that one a lot.
Alright, what's going on, Twitch? This is Jimmy Swift here, and welcome back to another episode of the Minecraft Files. This is episode 89 in Season 6. And today I want to well, hello, pig. Where did you come from? This is interesting. But today I wanted to continue working on Melvin's path because I was taking a look at a bunch of the comments and you guys had some really cool ideas. So I've actually done a bit of work and I finished up bringing this wall out. You can still hear the of all the villagers behind the wall, but it sort of gives more of like a sort of designated area for Melvin and Destiny to sort of live. And I made this staircase 3 wide. The 2 was not centered and it was looking really weird. And then I added this little pathway here. But today I want to do a lot of what I sort of call enchanted building. Now what this is it's the use of a lot of nature aspects to create an area in my mind that looks sort of mystical and like, cause there's this whole building side of Minecraft, right? That is very like ancient ruinsy or sort of mossy, and like that's the kind of stuff I love building with. And so I kind of want to turn Melvin's little area here, at least maybe down underneath here, into this sort of enchanted area. So one of the first things I want to do is I want to get some shears, and I don't think I have shears. I've got flint and steel, but I don't have a pair of shears on me. Oh, a bunch of people were also saying last episode, what happened to your rabbit? You bred them, and where's the baby? I don't know. That's a good question. Something must have happened. He disappeared, and I'm not really too sure. Now, unfortunately for me, I have a super duper out of control diamond shovel that mines like insanely fast. So I'm thinking we probably should get a new shovel today, and I might have one in here. Do I? Oh, I do. Okay, cool. So we can actually use something that we don't need. So there we go. Now we've got some shears. All right, perfect. So I'm actually just gonna swap these out because this is gonna mine, I think, more dirt than I'm gonna really even want, which is totally fine. Now, we have some stone bricks here and a mossy stone brick, and let's take a whole thing of cobblestone, because what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go collect some vines. Now vines are you can actually craft stuff like moss stone now with vines, which is just awesome. I think that is great. I don't know if that was added in 1.8 or something. I think it may have been like 1.7, but I haven't really even done that yet, and I haven't even like, you know, crafted or created anything with Minecraft like that yet. So I would like to do that. We've got some jungle leaves and stuff here. I'm just gonna kind of save these. Oh, we do have vines though. Oh, we have vines. That is gonna save me from collecting a whole bunch of stuff. That is perfect. Oh, it's dark. It's dark, we gotta go to sleep. But you can take basically stone bricks and a cobblestone and craft it with vines, and you'll get the mossy version of those two things. Also guys, I just wanted to mention, I noticed a lot of frame loss here at home. And I don't know why that is. I don't have a whole ton of redstone around, at least nothing that's working. But I think just to the sheer fact that there is so many blocks and so much that has been placed by me here in this like very, very little area, that it causes some lag. And it may even be a result of that beacon too, giving me a constant speed buff. I'm not sure. But if you guys are ever watching these videos and you notice that there is just seemingly like it jitters or I'm running around, like I notice it while playing. And it's telling me I hit like 30 frames per second, which is probably okay, but I like to be able to record sort of at 60, which is kind of nice. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know, like my computer's not dying or anything. I think it's just a lot of, it's Minecraft, guys. It's not the best running game, you know what I mean? So anyways, that is that. Wow, look, he just made his way down. That's pretty cool. Okay. So let's get to work. So here we go. We're gonna make ourselves a crafting table just in case we need it. We'll remove this later. So enchanted building. What is enchanted building? Well, enchanted building is sort of gathering different nature elements and building with them. And I still need to gather a little bit of stuff. So I just remembered I need some jungle leaves. So let's go ahead and actually, we're gonna take super fast out for a ride And we are gonna take him down the pathway over here. See, I'm like getting like frame loss right there. Hopefully once we get out here, it'll be a lot smoother. There's a big jungle right here. If you didn't know, there's a jungle. So we're gonna harvest some jungle leaves. And I think I've got like a tie-up outpost over here somewhere so that I can tie my horse to it and he doesn't run away. And there's vines and stuff too, if we need to collect some vines. Oh, it's right here. I love that there is this sort of just epic jungle nearby, you know? And we can basically come in here and I'm looking for some jungle leaves like this right here. I don't want to destroy too much of it, but if we go in, sort of into the thick of the jungle, I don't really mind, you know, destroying and breaking apart the jungle leaves, like even a small tree like this. So what I usually do is I'll grab my trusty shears that I just happened to make, and we're just gonna go ahead and we're gonna mine away. Now, I'm gonna probably be bobbing here. This is kind of annoying. What I'll do to solve that is this. And we're gonna get into the tree itself. Now, the jungle leaves, I tend to like the jungle leaves, I think, a little bit better for enchanted building. They just sort of have this a little bit more of a greeny green to them, and they sort of look, I don't know, I think I just like the look of them better than spruce leaves or oak leaves or birch leaves or anything, for the purpose of building something that is essentially supposed to look like a overgrown ruin. And where do you typically find those? Probably in the jungle, you know what I mean? So that's kind of the reason that I go for the jungle leaves above all else. And actually, because there is a bunch of vines on this tree, we're just gonna collect all this. Now, the cool thing is, as you've noticed in a jungle, a lot of what building in Minecraft can honestly come down to is the fact that you are looking at inspiration from the actual world itself, right? Because the world generation looks pretty good. So what I'm noticing here is not only the fact that these jungle leaves look really good, but they actually do look pretty good when you couple them with normal oak leaves, which are sitting right here. So I'm gonna grab some of these as well. And by no means am I a build expert or anything, but this is just sort of how I think about things when I build in Minecraft. And I know you guys come to this series from time to time in hopes of sort of getting a couple tips for building in Minecraft and stuff like that. That's how this series honestly started. And you know, way back in the day when I first started my YouTube channel. And you know, I like to continue that as well. So we're looking at like 74 vines. We've got 54 jungle leaves and 39 oak leaves. We've got about half down on the shears here. So let me actually I'm gonna go ahead and chip away some more leaves from this guy. And I'm gonna leave this tree trunk up because I don't think I'm gonna get all the leaves from this one. What I'm gonna do, I don't want my inventory to fill up too incredibly fast, but at the same time, I would like to get back and start building for you guys, because I know that's why you're here. You only wanna watch me build, right? So that being said, let's go ahead and make a little bit of space, and we're gonna head back to super fast. Let me grab this, make sure I didn't leave any leaves just sort of lying around. And where are you, super fast? He's over here. He's over here. All right. So, oh boy, we do need to eat. The chicken nuggets are getting low, my friends. All right, so let's go ahead and grab this. And thankfully for us, super fast is, well, he's super fast, and he's gonna hopefully get us back there nice and quick. So this is gonna be fun. I'm very excited about this build, and I just love riding into my farm. Like, this is awesome. It is so cool. Like, those long explorations that I go on, you guys, when I come back, I get this really pleasing sense of accomplishment. And the reason for that is that if you've ever taken a look at my world or the world map or anything that I show sometimes down in the map room or whatever, there is nothing around. Like, there is absolutely nothing around here. Like, here, let me show you guys really quick. I'm just really proud of this. I've made this sort of like complex here, this farming complex that just is sort of like its own thing. So this is still a bit bigger scale. It looks like in proportions of this map that there's a lot of civilization here. But if we zoom out to like the explorer map that I have, everything around me has hardly been touched, hardly at all. And all of the building and civilization has just been concentrated into one area. So when I come home, when I'm riding back through this forest and I come across this bridge and I see this massive farm, or I come this way and I see the front side of my windmill or the house, or this side like I just was and I see sort of my house and the beacon and the greenhouse and stuff like that, there's this overwhelming feeling of accomplishment that I get that I don't know, I really like it. So anyways, that's just me sort of gushing about my own world, but now let's get to building, okay? Okay, so here we go. This little pig has just been kind of hanging around. I don't know what his dealio is. Let's jump down into the water here and get started. So we already have this really enchanted nether portal area over here, and this looks awesome. This is like the kind of stuff that I love building. Now, a lot of people in the comments on last video wanted me to make some redstone lamps as well. That to me adds a lot of flair and flavor to the style of the enchanted build. And I know that my ADD is really bad, and I'm running back up here because I actually want to craft some right now. So forgive me. So we need for the redstone lamps, I always forget how to craft these. Always. I think it is, oh good lord. We need a chest down there at that build site. So yeah, forgive me for being so back and forth today. Maybe I'll edit it out. I don't really know. Oh, we made it. We made it. Okay, good. All right, so let's actually put this chest just right here. This is gonna be a different chest from sort of Melvin's chest, which is kind of right here. He's got a little chest and a bucket of milk. Now, I wanna make a couple redstone lamps, and a lot of people were actually suggesting that I put them in the dirt wall because that would look kind of cool. So I kind of want to try that and see what that looks like. All right, get in there. And let's give it a shot. Let's see what we've got here. So I think is it 4 of these and 1 piece of redstone? I think. No, it's not. It is actually more efficient than that, and it is, I think it's 4 of these in redstone. I always forget this recipe. Always, always, always. Oh my gosh. It is, I know what it is. It is this with that. That's what it is. I'm always forgetting. Okay, so let's make 4 of these. Let's make 4. Now, I do have access to the prismarine lanterns and stuff like that. Not 100% sure yet if I want to use those and create and build with those just yet, at least on this build, but we'll do some testing at some point and find out. So sort of like the idea I guess somebody had was to basically take the redstone lamp and put it in the wall like this. But if we're gonna make this area a little bit more enchanted looking, I would say I'd probably like to have probably like some like this right here. Okay, so this like little landing slab. I like keeping that, but what if we did something like, hold on. What if we did something like this with these vines and made mossy stone and put that here? Instantly, that looks a little bit cooler. And you're starting to wonder like, wow, this is gonna look really awesome, right? Yeah, it is. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take these, we're gonna replace this with some jungle leaves. So let's put some like jungle leaves up here. And suddenly you start to get this vibe of, ooh, this area is gonna become connected. We now have leaves up here, we have leaves right here. And in this one vista, looking at this one image, we can connect these two sort of styles of building here, and it's becoming nighttime, so we are gonna go sleep. But that is the idea. It's sort of gonna be connecting this enchanted oasis down there to sort of become this like undercarriage of my house. You've got this lovely looking farm upstairs. Sorry for the frame loss here. And you kind of go into the backyard and things are a little bit more damp. There's a little river down there. There's a little pond. There's a lot of plants, and it just generally looks pretty cool. And honestly, guys, I think this is really one of my favorite ways to build, and I just don't do it enough. Like, I wish that I had done this more, this style building type of thing in Attack of the B Team a little bit more or whatever. I know Keralis has done some of it in that series, but it's quite fun, and I really do enjoy it. So what I'm thinking of even doing here is, let's get rid of this. And we may not get like a whole bunch of this done today, but I'll show you guys an idea. All right, So let's make a little bit more mossy cobblestone. So let's grab, sorry, mossy stone bricks. Let me grab these, and I want some vines, okay? So let's put these here. We're gonna craft those into that. Now, I come over here, I'm gonna make this whole thing right here, mossy stone bricks. And you know what? We can actually even, what I like to do too is, oh, they're right here. Is I like to even weave in a couple normal ones. And there's a way to make cracked ones too, I think. Not 100% sure on that. I'll have to look into that. But I kind of get this idea that this was like, maybe something was here before, right? Maybe like there was a, I don't know, maybe that there was like this, you know, civilization here before me, and I'm sort of just digging into it. That's kind of like the idea that I like to use when I build here. Now, check this out. What I'm gonna do is we're gonna have these here. And someone's idea that I saw was to basically place torches behind some of these leaves. So if I fill up this room sort of with leaves like this, has this cool maybe glow behind it with a torch sort of shining through the leaves. So there you go. There's like sort of a small example of enchanted building. It's not too complicated, but it's kind of cool and it's kind of fun. Now, one thing I'm actually I want to try out is maybe even mixing in a little bit of jungle wood with this build. I didn't do it down here. I sort of stuck with, oh no, I did. There is jungle wood right there. You can see there's a jungle wood block right there. So one thing I'm kind of looking at right here is thinking, all right, this is kind of, it's kind of rough. It goes straight from like dirt to leaves basically. And let's break that up with a little bit of jungle wood here. So let's even let's get rid of this guy and put that jungle wood so it kind of peeks out there. And I'm looking at these blocks right here thinking, let's do that, you know? Let's put some leaves in here, sort of mix that in. And in terms of mixing in, I should probably also start mixing in some oak leaves as well. So let's get, let's maybe put like an oak leaf right here. So that looks pretty nice, right? This is already looking a lot cooler to me, like way more interesting than what we had last episode. In terms of getting this guy to work, we want this lamp to be on, right? You don't want to have like a redstone lamp and just kind of not have it functional. So let's go ahead and put a lever behind this bad boy. We're gonna just gonna cut this out like this, and voila, like that. And let's go ahead and just fill this in for now. So that's kind of cool. That's gonna be adding a little bit more light, which is gonna be pretty sweet. What I may be interested in doing too is also placing possibly like just a piece of jungle wood right there, so it looks like it's sort of standing on something, or maybe this was like a post with a lamp post at some point and it sort of got buried by dirt, you know, in like an old lost civilization or something. So that'd be, I don't know, that's kind of cool to me. So let's do maybe something like this. Another big proponent of enchanted building is vines, and vines play a huge role. Couldn't believe I'd forgotten about these yet. Vines play a massively huge role in basically maintaining this building style. Vines give the impression wherever you are that something has been here a really long time. Now, a really awesome way to conserve your vines is in how many you have. Just place them here. They're gonna grow. If you didn't know that, they are gonna grow. Most people probably know that, but they will kind of grow, and you can't place them on steps. Darn, that stinks. I wanted to have some overhanging here, but that's okay. But yeah, you can basically have them just kind of grow down a structure. Let me get these. And it's gonna give you this long sort of hanging look. It's really cool. And look, if I even move back over here, sorry. Let me go up here so you guys can see what I'm talking about. Just looking right here, this area is already starting to look just way cooler. Like I love this right now. This is looking awesome. What do you guys think? Let me know down in the comment section below, because this is looking much more sort of I don't know, enchanted. That's the word I use. It's looking way more enchanted than it was before. And I'm digging it. I'm really digging it. Let's put like that there. And then of course over time these are gonna grow down. I don't think a single one of these has moved yet, but it will happen. This looks awesome, by the way. It looks sort of like a little fire or flame behind there. Now down here is sort of like, I don't know how far in we can go because of the nether portal room back there, but this room here, what we can do is sort of just kind of make this a little bit jagged, right? What I'd love to do back here is actually have, excuse me, is actually have some flowing water. Flowing water can be really cool to supplement your enchanted room and look as well. So what I'd like to do is possibly put some flowing water coming out of here and sort of spilling into maybe like a little water basin right here. So let me go grab a bucket. And we'll just basically put the water in the wall. I don't know where my buckets are though. I gotta be honest with you, I don't know. Oh, here they are, right here, water bucket, perfect. That's sort of like my every miscellaneous chest almost. All right, whoo, that jump is fun. All right, so let's come over here. And if I place this right here, kind of don't want it to flow. I don't want it to just kind of flow down like that. There we go. Let's get this out of here. And all right, so here's what we're gonna do. Is that gonna mess up everything? No, it's not. Cool. Replenish this. So not only do you have a really cool looking little enchanted zone, but you also have this really cool like sort of sound, this auditory sound of flowing water that accompanies your experience in that area, which I think is really neat. Now, what does water do? Water creates moss. Water creates moisture, and when moisture gets into rocks, it turns mossy. At least in this game it does, right? So check it out, we got some moss stone. That's when you come down here and you say, oh, this area is wet, right? This area is very wet. So let's go ahead and make some, let's make it look wet, right? Let's make it look like it was, you know, that the water sort of seeped into these rocks and kind of aged it. And that's what we're doing now with all this stuff. So there's really no specific order of what you can do with this, but it's kind of like mismatching and placing some blocks like this. I kind of find that with building, really, like, it just kind of happens. Like, as you guys saw with this build up here, there was no method to my madness. I just kind of randomly placed these leaves there and it looked that way. Over here, it's sort of the same thing. Sort of put some bricks here. Fortunately, we've got this sort of like rough, kind of just goes from like stone straight to hay, but whatever, that's gonna happen. Let's go ahead here, put that there. I'm going to grab some, let's see, some stone bricks, regular stone bricks, and I might place one back there, like that, and even one here, here. I think I want like there to be a mossy one right there. So let me grab a couple vines. Boy, those villagers are pretty annoying, aren't they? I'm just sort of realizing that they are quite obnoxious. All right, so let's pop that bad boy right there. So we kind of have this mix of stone and so you have this mix of stone and mossy cobblestone that's sort of giving this like enchanted look. It's not like 100%. I mean, it looks cool, but I don't know. What do you guys think of this so far? This actually is looking pretty legit. I want to see it at night. I honestly do. I want to see this at night. So let's. I'm gonna wait till nighttime comes. We're gonna check this out. There needs to be a light here somewhere. Maybe here. Another thing I want to do and play around with is adding some flowers. You don't want too many flowers that it looks like a garden, but you don't want none so that it looks stiff. Like you're gonna have some flowers, right? Or at least maybe one. So a good flower for this type of thing, it'd probably either be your standard dandelion or your poppy. And we don't have that many poppies, so I'm gonna try a dandelion here. There's a little grass spot down there that I kind of just want to throw this into, this poppy or this dandelion into. Ow. Right here maybe. But the emphasis on the enchanted style of building really is it really comes to life at night. Like 100% comes to life at night. This place is looking so much better already. Like I'm looking at this compared to what it was last video, and this zone from like right here all around here, like all this that I'm looking at right in front of my face is looking extremely cool. Oh man, this is sweet. And then of course in here, you know, there's lots of light in here. There's a lot of light in here. It's hidden in the ground, right here on this little post. There's this back entrance. Here's another one right here. There's a back entrance or exit right here. Go up here, and you still have a lot of light. There's a lot of light around here because of course I don't want stuff spawning in. There's some creepers up there and stuff. Yikes. Don't want them crashing this party. That would be really, really bad. But even coming down here, there's a fair amount of light. We've got some light over here behind the wall. It looks really cool, and I like this. So that is today's episode, you guys. If you'd like to see me sort of messing around a little bit more with this style of building, let me know down in the comment section below. Leave me a like as well. And I will try to do a little bit more of this type of stuff for you guys, because I really do enjoy it. It's really one of my favorite ways to build, and I have a lot of fun doing it. So thank you guys so much for watching this episode of the Minecraft Files. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, you know what to do, and I will see you guys again next time. Peace. Walter, get out of my face! Couldn't get inside the house.
I am the danger.
All right. So, how are we doing this?
All right. So what should we